Hey, hello everyone. Ever feel like you know your stuff for an exam, but your grades don't quite show it? Or maybe you just stared at a question, unsure how to ever begin. You are not alone. Many students struggle not with the material itself, but with how to effectively answer exam questions. That's exactly what we are tackling today. In this video, we will break down proven strategies to help you understand what examiners are truly looking for, structure your answers for maximum points, and avoid common mistakes. By the end of this, you will feel more confident and prepared to ace your next exam. So without any further wait, let's dive in. Number 1. Understanding the question. The first and most crucial steps is to truly understand the question. Don't just skim it. Examiners choose their words very carefully and every word matters. It starts by deconstructing the prompt. Look for three main things: command word, topic words, and limiting word. In command words, these tell you what to do. Words like analyze, evaluate, compare, describe, discuss, explain, justify, outline, and summarize each require a different approach. For example, describe means to give details, while evaluate means to judge the worth or significance of something, providing arguments for and against. Topic words. These are the core concepts of subjects the questions is about. What specific area of your syllabus is it testing? Limiting words. These narrow down the scope. They might specify a time period, a geographical region, or ask for a certain number of examples. Actionable tip here is, on your exam paper, underline or highlight these keywords, or it forces you to pay attention to every part of the question. Let's look at an example. Compare and contrast the economic policies of Nehru and Modi, highlighting their impact on agriculture growth in India. Here, compare and contrast is your command. Economic policies, Nehru, Modi, agricultural growth, and India are the topic and limiting words. If you miss agricultural growth or India, you are not fully answering the question. Now, move to the number second point, planning your answer. Once you understand the question, don't just start writing. Take a few minutes to plan yourself, to plan your answer. This saves time in the long run. Ensure your answer is coherent and helps you hit all the important points. Start by brainstorming, jot down all the keywords, concepts, theories, examples, facts, and figures that come to mind related to the question. You can use bullet points or a quick mind map. Next, structure your answer. How your answer it depends on your type of question. For essay questions like discuss, evaluate, in the introduction, briefly define any key terms, state your main argument, and give a quick roadmap of points you will cover. Body paragraph. This is where the magic happens. A great way to structure these is using the PEEL method. P for point. Start with a clear topic sentence that directly addresses a part of the question. E for explain or evidence. Elaborate on your point. Provide supporting facts, examples, data, or theories. This is where your knowledge comes in. And in the last, L for link. Connect your point back to the original question or your main argument. In the conclusion, summarize your main arguments, restate your thesis in different words, and offer a final thought or implication. For shorter answer questions, be direct and concise. Define the term, list key characteristics, and provide a brief example if appropriate. Get straight to the point. Remember to also allocate time for each question based on its marks. More marks usually mean more depth and details are required. Number third point is writing your answer. Now it's time to put pen to paper or fingers to keyboard. As you write, keep these points in mind. Clarity and consistency. Use clear, precise language. Avoid rambling or using overly complex sentences. Get your point across directly. Now, directly answer the question. Constantly refer back to the question. Don't just knowledge dump everything you know about a topic. Every sentence should contribute to answering the prompt. Next point, use evidence and example. Support every claim you make. Concentrate examples, statistics, names, and dates. Make your arguments much stronger. So don't just tell. Next point, logical flow and transitions. Use transitions, words like furthermore, however, in addition, consequently, therefore, to ensure your paragraph and ideas flow smoothly. These makes your answer easy to follow. Maintain an academic tone. Use formal language, avoid slang or overly casual expressions. Your writing should be objective and professional. Next point, presentation matters. If it's a written exam, ensure your handwriting is legible and neat. Good presentation create a positive impression. Now move to the number fourth point, common pitfalls to avoid. Knowing what to avoid is just as important as knowing what to do. The point is not answering the question asked. This is the biggest mistake. Don't just write everything you know about a topic if it doesn't directly addresses the prompt. Next point, lack of structure. Disorganized answers are hard to read and often lose marks. even if the content is good. Next point, no evidence or examples. Journal statements without specific support won't earn you many points. Next point, poor time management. Leaving questions unanswered, rushing through high mark questions will severely impact your score. Next point, ignoring command words. Treating discuss like describe shows you haven't fully understood the task. Grammar and spelling errors. While minor, too many errors can detract from your credibility and clarity. Next point, over reliance on memorizations. Exam often required you to apply concepts, not just recall them. Understand the material, don't just memorize it. Now move to the next point. Fifth point is reviewing your answer. If you have time, always save a few minutes at the end of the exam to revise your answers. Quickly read through each answers and ask yourself, did I answer all parts of the question? Is my argument clear and logical? Is my evidence strong and relevant? Are there any obvious grammatical errors or typos? Is my conclusion strong and does it summarize my points effectively? In the conclusion, mastering exam writing is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice by diligently understanding the questions, planning and response, structuring your arguments effectively, and avoiding common pitfalls. You will be well on your way to significantly improving your exam performance. Remember, it's not just about what you know, but how you show it. Practice with past papers, apply these strategies, and watch your confidence and grow your grade. And your grades grow. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more educational content. Do you have any go-to exam writing tips? Let us know in the comments below. Good luck with your exam.